Packers' all-time leading scorer.
A game winner for Mason Crosby.
It's time for the Mason Crosby Show with Mitch Nellis on the Wisconsin Sports Radio Network, powered by the Potawatomi Sportsbook and on the free Odyssey app.
High noon in Provo, Utah. Going back to the tried and true. Good afternoon and welcome in. This is the Mason Crosby Show with me, Mitch Thunder Nellis. Tommy Wirtz on the other side of the computer screen.
Oh.
Yeah. As far as I can see, I'm looking at the screen. I can see myself.
Is the screen made of glass? Plexiglass? What are they made of? What are computers made of?
Right. I think they were made out of like a glass at some point, but
right.
I have to assume that technology has progressed beyond.
But it does
glass.
crack. It does crack.
Sure. So does an egg. An egg isn't made out of glass, bro.
Okay. All right. Good point.
Yeah, terrible point. This is the Mason Crosby Show for an hour. We are here, and then I'm in for Steve Sparky Pfeiffer this afternoon from 2 to 4 or 2 until this Brewers game could be like an hour and 57 minutes.
I know.
You better get here by 3.
I know. It's going to be. That, right? I am very aware of. Yeah, I'm gonna have to hustle a little bit here, but
the only thing is the heat. Like the heat could slow it down a little bit if they need, pitching changes or anything like that. They could slow down a little bit because of the heat. But I assume roof is closed and air is on. So
yeah. How hot is it over there? Because when I stepped out today, I was expecting it to be, I think, hotter, and it wasn't quite as bad.
It's touching 90. So it's not yesterday. It's not the day before. It's not 96.
Is the lake helping out at all over there?
Over here, it's helping out a ton.
Yeah,
because it still feels hot, but the breeze is absolutely wonderful. That's one of the great things about Summerfest on hot days is that you get the breeze coming in and you can feel it. So anyway, my name's Mitch Nellis, a.k.a. Thunder. We are live at Summerfest today, having a blast and excited to be here again for the Mason Crosby Show till 2, and then 2 to 4, Wisconsin Sports Daily, and then the Potawatomi Sportsbook postgame show will take over after that. And again, happy to be here, super excited to be here. Wouldn't have hated if we could have figured out a way to bring a remote backpack into AmFam Field and just kind of do the show. And Tommy and I just walk around the 400 level while doing the show. That would have been a lot of fun for sure. Brewers with a nice win yesterday, and let's start right away with it with Garrett Mitchell, because Garrett Mitchell was absolutely unbelievable last night. A home run shy of the cycle, 2 doubles and a triple, 4 for 4, hitting in the 260s. His OPS is if you do this. So Tommy, I heard you say 800, and I this morning said 800. I think if you do the math, it's literally 7994. So it's if you look at his on base and his slugging, and you just add them, it equals 800. But I think both are rounded up, and so I think it's crazy that his number is because when I looked up his actual number, it said 799, and I said that's not right. He's 800. I did the math. I did this plus this. And so I looked into the number, and I'm it's 79942.
Well,
it's crazy how close it is to 800.
How about we break it down as of recently then, so that it's a nice, clean, much more over 800.
Sure.
Over the last 7 games, he has an on base of 588 and a slugging of 1,000.
Yeah, so, get out of here. Get out of town. He's the best in the world.
1588 over the last 15 at-bats for him. He's 8 for 15 with a homer and 5 runs driven in. Just 4 strikeouts in that time, too.
Nice.
2 homers, 13 for 40. That's good for 325 over his last 15, in which he's hitting 386 and a 575 slugging percentage. So for the last 15 team games, that is. And then the last 30 team games, he's 309, 369, 564. All of those numbers very much clearing that 800 number. And Garrett Mitchell, again, I would love to say that I'm surprised, but I think I'm just more I feel more validated than I am surprised. Now, because last year you obviously were this is the year for Garrett Mitchell. Well, then he got hurt. And now you were just maybe a year early on the take. Garrett Mitchell looks awesome. and is a huge bump for this Brewers team if Garrett Mitchell is this level of good for this lineup. I mean, they're much deeper.
Yep. No, you're exactly right. And that's what he can bring. And honestly, that's what we've been seeing from Sal over the last couple of weeks as well. Like when you raise your average from 220 to 250, obviously you're hitting the ball, and he's not, he has less of the power. He'll hit some doubles here and there. I think we thought maybe his power would progress after last year. It hasn't done that, but he's getting on base as well. It's just fun to watch. So we are minutes away from first pitch over at AmFam Field. Chase Burns taking on Jacob Mizorowski. Miz, of course, 9-3 of the 1.45. Chase Burns 9-1 with a 2.36 ERA. They are among the glut of pitchers in the National League, especially with 9 wins. There are 2 guys in Major League Baseball with 10. There's 1 guy, obviously, with 12. As we know, our buddy Aaron Ashby on pace now for 23 victories. Tommy, I'm going to throw it out to you right away. He's got 12 right now. My over-under for him is 17.5.
Oh, over for sure.
You think he's going to win 18 games as a reliever?
I think he's going to win 20. I don't think he's going to get to 23.
You think he's going to win 20 games?
Yeah, I do. I think so.
He's going to be 20-1.
I think he's going to win 20 games. I don't think he's going to get to 23. If he gets to 23, that is the Brewers record, by the way. 22 by Caldwell is the record. I believe he's going to get to 20. He's
going to get to 20 wins.
Yeah, I do. Mitch, like,
I know.
It's
just crazy.
It's 8 games left. He could do that in 2 months.
All right. I know. Here's where I said, here's what's going to get in his way. I said this morning, if you were listening to me and Josh Albrecht on the morning show here on the Wisconsin Sports Radio Network. I talked about how with Logan Henderson now coming back, you're going to see you're going to see Sprout and Drowan go into the bullpen. And I think they are going to end up vulturing a couple wins away from Ashby because they're going to use those 2 guys similarly to how they use Ashby. 6th inning, 7th inning, tie game. Ashby's been awesome in that situation, but I think Sprout and Drowan are going to be equally awesome in that situation. And so I think they could end up, if your starting 5 is Miz, Harrison, Woody, Henderson, and Gasser, and Sprout and Drowan go to the bullpen, I think they are going to start getting some of those wins. And so Ashby, who, while he has 12 wins already from the bullpen, may not quite get to that 20 number.
He might get 2 more before the All-Star game.
He definitely could get 2 more before the All-Star game.
And then if he's at 14 by the All-Star game, how do you not get him to 18?
I'm just 18. I'll give him 18. I'm just not buying 20. Like,
what if the number was 18.5 instead of 17.5? I feel like that's a better line. I think 18 is guaranteed for him.
That's why I'm putting it there, because I think there are a lot of bettors and a lot of people like me who just can't buy into the concept that a reliever is going to win 18 games.
But Mitch, also, you have a very sketchy history of health with some starting pitching for the Milwaukee Brewers, where you have Woodruff, who's looked great since coming back, but I think
we'll need a rest. He'll need a rest at some point.
A lot of people are going to have trust issues with him staying healthy the rest of the season. That's for sure.
Yes.
Logan Henderson, again, also probably gets put into that conversation based on the last 2 years now as well, too, with what you've seen from him. I would love that Aaron Ashby doesn't get to that number and we can just continue to give him to the starting pitching in contests. But it's how the Brewers have been winning, and they are trying to vulture it as Miz is going to throw 103 on the first pitch of the game to De La Cruz, and the Brewers are underway. But I do think Aaron Ashby gets to 20. I do think so.
We will find out. 414-677-1250 is the Nicolay Law Talk and text line. 414-677-1250. Ziggy reminds us that not only was Mitchell awesome last night, but he was a foot away from the cycle. His double, of course, to left center hit the top of the wall and was absolutely, I mean, he was locked in last night.
Mitch, would you rather be a pitcher that throws a no-hitter or a hitter that throws this that hits for the cycle in a ball game?
No hitter. I think cycle's awesome, but it's also kind of random. Like a no-hitter means you dominated. and you can talk all the ish you want, and I love that.
What about what about 3 homers in a game or a no-hitter?
Ooh. I think you need to add into the hitting equation some sort of walk-off situation.
Okay.
I think if you're telling me I did what Mitchell did last night, but instead of hitting the double, I hit a walk-off homer. Now I'm in that conversation.
Okay.
Or even if I hit like 2 home runs and 2 singles, I go 4 for 4, but I have 2 home runs and 2 singles, and the walk-off, and I hit a walk-off hit, whether it's a home run or a single. Speaking of walk-offs, I have to tell you this story, Tommy. You ready?
Yeah.
All right. Close your eyes. Picture yourself at the Whitefish Bay High School softball field.
Okay.
It is U12 girls softball. It is the Whitefish Bay Blue Dukes dressed in blue against the Cedarburg Orange Crush dressed in orange. The Blue Dukes go up 5-1 after 1. The Cedarburg comes back and leads 10-6 going into the bottom of the 6th. Final inning, we're hitting time limit. Whitefish Bay gets a couple runners on, scores a couple runs. It's 10-8, 2 outs, runners on first and third. The number 3 hole hitter hits a blast over the center fielder's head. Abby hits one over the center fielder's head. Lauren scores from third. Naomi comes flying around from first. She scores. And Abby gets sent by her third base coach, Coach Mitch. And as she's sliding into home, a double relay, perfect strike from Cedarburg throws out Abby at home. Final score 10-10. And I'm gonna say a few things.
Yeah.
First of all, I know as Americans we hate ties, right? Soccer's going on right now. The World Cup's going on right now. We don't have sports that end in ties. It needs a Herculean effort to get a tie in the NFL. There are no more ties in college football. Baseball, basketball, there's no ties. All right, so we're at 10-10. We've hit time limit. We've hit 3 outs. And the Cedarburg team explodes in celebration. Now, bear in mind, they just blew a 4-run lead. But they get one of the greatest plays I've seen at the U12 level. Center fielder, shortstop to pitcher to home. Perfect strikes by everybody. Meanwhile, the Whitefish Bay dugout explodes because 2 runs just came in and there's a play at the plate. And everybody just starts hugging and becomes best friends. And Abby, with tears in her eyes, like wants to go crawl in a hole. And it wasn't her teammates who picked her up and gave her pats on the back. It was the Cedarburg team who all told her what an amazing hit, and they were all proud of her. And it was one of the greatest nights in the history of youth sports in the state of Wisconsin. And I will sign my blood and I will sign my life to that fact that both teams, while it was a tie, both teams took away winning plays to end the game, and it was absolutely amazing.
That's a beautiful story. That's amazing. You love to hear that. The Miz did give up a bomb, by the way. Sal Stewart.
He did not.
Yeah, Sal Stewart hit one.
I feel like Sal gets Miz.
I think he's just a dog.
That's on brand for him.
I think he's just a good baseball player, and he went the other way on him. 102 because you're not going to pull that. You're not going to be that early at that point.
But as we've talked about, if you hit it hard, you're going to hit it. Like you're going to hit it a ways. I remember I was at Memorial Day game when he pitched, and I can't remember if it was Weatherholt or somebody just hit like a line single to right, but they hit it. It was one of the hardest hit balls I've ever seen because when you hit 102, it's going to come off the bat going fast.
And he barreled it up, and so the Brewers find themselves down. Yeah. However, Miz 2 strikeouts still in the inning now as he just strikes out Blade. He's at 14 pitches, heading for out number 3 of the inning here.
And remember, Tommy could not care less about 1 run.
No.
Like the Brewers are the only team in Major League Baseball with a winning record when giving up the first run. And we said that on the leadoff show, that it wouldn't surprise us if they scored a run. If they scored a run, that's fine. Now, there was nobody on base. There's no crooked number, nothing to worry about. 414-677-1250. I want your reaction to my youth sports story. It was a great moment, but I also understand that like we live in America where people hate ties, and I generally hate ties. I can't stand ties, but this one like counted. This one you felt. This one the kids were into. So I just want like people's reaction to that. Like, are you Are you sickened by that story? Are you excited that like U Sports? Listen, I missed the US game last night. I missed the first 6 innings of the Brewers game last night, and it was worth it because that was awesome. But Tommy, I do want to talk a little bit about the soccer game last night when we come back with the knowledge that I don't know anything, right? I don't know when it should be a red card. I don't know when it shouldn't be a red card. I just know what smart people on the internet say, and I trust them. So we'll continue monitoring the Brewers game. We'll get into U.S. men's national soccer team when we get back. I'm at Summerfest. I'm here till 4 or whenever the Brewers game ends. Tommy is I'm wearing my relief pitcher t-shirt. I am Tommy's relief pitcher. Oh, Keston Hira. I'm rocking the Keston Hira 18 today. I started today, and then 9 to noon was my relief pitcher, and then Tommy was their relief pitcher, and then I was Tommy's my relief pitcher, and now Tommy will be my relief pitcher. It's all good.
Who's Aaron Ashby today?
Who's Aaron Ash? I mean, I'm wearing the glasses, dude.
Yeah, and you've
like
relieved twice. Yeah, I'll give it to you.
I feel like it's got to be. Today it's me. It's not usually me, but today it's me. He's Tommy Wirtz. I'm Mitch Nellis. We are the Mason Crosby Show live from Summerfest. Nicely done, Tommy. Nicely done.
I was just banking on the next song being better.
Yeah, I mean,
We made it. We made it.
Yeah, we did. This is the Mason Crosby Show. Mitch Nellis, Tommy Wirtz here with you on the Wisconsin Sports Radio Network. If you're watching us, you can see me at Summerfest and Tommy back in the studios powered by the Potawatomi Sportsbook. You're watching this on YouTube or on Twitter or on Instagram or Facebook on the Growth Law video stream. Remember, growth gets it. So if you're injured, growth gets it. 1-0 Reds, Brewers in the bottom of the first. We're watching that one. Let's see who's on first base for the Brewers.
Yelich is there.
Yelich. Yeah, but he walked.
Yeah,
because he might never get another hit in his career. Like
that's where you're at with him.
Or yeah, I kind of am. It might be a chopper like between third and short. Or something like that.
Are you okay with paying $27 million to a platoon player?
I don't know. Am I okay paying $27 million to a player not on the roster anymore? Like I don't like. I love Yelly, but like, can I make him a coach?
You can't. He's in the top 9 best hitters on the team.
He is right now, but he shouldn't be. Like, I don't think he is. Like, I don't think he makes. All right, so right now, I'd have Vaughn in over him.
Yeah.
Like I understand he can't play short or third, but like based on the position he's playing, I'd have Vaughn in this lineup over Yelich.
DH him.
Yeah. I mean, I would have Vaughn playing every day, and I just wouldn't have Yelich playing right now. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I'm being too hard on him. 414-677-1250. Nikolai Law talking text line. You can let me know if I'm crazy. And 414, we hear you loud and clear. And so that's why I do want to talk a little bit about the soccer game last night. It was kind of weird being at the U12 softball game last night, knowing people were watching the game. It wasn't like watching the Brewers game where USA chants were breaking out whenever they scored. But it was a great win for the U.S. men's soccer team last night. But the lesson we come away with, or the reminder we come away with, really is what? The red card. And I don't know what that means. Like, I know what a red card means. It means he's out for the game. It means they have to play 11 on 10. And it means for the next game that he is out for sure. And now sources are reporting that we already knew the men's team could not appeal it, but he could be facing an extended World Cup ban. This is crazy. So he's going to miss the round of 16 clash against Belgium. He could face an extended suspension if FIFA's disciplinary panel regarded his challenge as warranting more than the automatic one-match ban issued with World Cup red cards. This is maybe the stupidest crap I've ever heard. And I don't know, like, this makes Americans hate soccer. Like, do whatever you can, FIFA, to make Americans hate soccer. You are accomplishing it, because this is the stupidest crap I've ever seen, that there's no appeal process and that he could be suspended for even longer for doing literally something Messi did 2 games ago and got no penalty, no yellow card, no nothing for. So, like, this sport is so stupid.
Yeah, and right to your point, like, this is Balogun, has been easily the best scorer on the team. I don't know if that makes him the best player, because
best scorer
on the team
sure.
during this tournament, and fun to watch. Obviously, like, on the American team for a very technical reason, because of his birth here while his parents were away, on a vacation for a week or whatever it was. And so now he's able to play for the USA team. But yeah, like, I'm very much like, oh, so now they're screwed, right? I mean, if Balogun can't play, like, how do they beat Belgium?
I don't know if they're screwed, because again, you can win soccer games 1-0, or you can win soccer games 0-0 in penalty shots. I think the chance of putting up a crooked number gets hurt a lot more in this game. I do appreciate the fact that you don't have to play 11 on 10 for the whole game just because a player got a red card. That would be another idiotic, stupid move that I could see soccer making. But like, soccer's stupid. It just is. Like, I have no other way of saying it. And I'm cheering my you-know-what's off for the U.S. men's national team. I'm cheering for this team. I want the U.S. to do well. I want to cheer USA for the round of 16 game in Seattle, and I want them to go past that. And I want them to beat Spain. That would be unbelievable. This country would be literally like so filled with passion. Well, first of all, it's a patriotic passion. It's not a passion for soccer. Let's get that straight.
Good point.
But second of all, like this definitely throws a crimp in that fandom for this sport and trying to figure out and trying to embrace it. And I like we travel around this country, and youth soccer has always been a big deal. And I've been told for 30 years that youth soccer is going to create soccer fans, and that's how the revolution is going to happen in America. Well, it's been more than 30 years, and I still haven't seen this soccer revolution. Yes, I guess we have a men's and women's professional leagues, which we didn't have. So it's grown.
And the men's team looks as competitive as they have ever in my lifetime, I think.
I absolutely agree with that. I wouldn't say in society we've seen the revolution that we've been promised over the last 30 years. But I also feel like when we have situations like this, it gets into like, and I know FIFA hates America, and I know soccer hates America. So of course, this is the deal right now with Balogun and U.S. soccer. Let's see. A Qatar midfielder had his one-match ban for a red card extended to 5 games after there was a broken leg suffered. Sources have said no decision has yet been made whether to review the length of Balogun's suspension. So maybe this is just a pure conjecture article that I'm reading. Article 66.4 in the FIFA disciplinary code states, if a player or team official is sent off as a result of a direct or indirect red card, they will automatically be suspended from their team's subsequent match. Rule 10.5 also specifies that further penalties can be added. All right, I'd be shocked if further penalties were added. But I will say that part of Mitch Nellis, part of hundreds of thousands of fake soccer fans in America who are tuning in because of patriotism and curiosity, know the name Balogun because he has scored the goals and are now like less likely to watch the next game, already coming into the game pissed off to watch this next game. Like, this is stupid. And again, I go back to FIFA doesn't care. FIFA doesn't like America. FIFA doesn't care about America. The soccer world doesn't like America, doesn't care about America. All these things are true. That's fine. Okay? But what is U.S. soccer going to do to make soccer suck less? 414-677-1250, the Nicolay Law Talk and text line. 414 writes in, if this was Messi, does this happen to him? No, this happened to Messi 2 games ago. The same thing. He cut the guy off. He tripped him. He stepped on his foot. No penalty whatsoever. 715 says, you're being fair, Mitch. I think I'm being fair. I'm being like, I feel like I'm a little extra right now. You know, I'm at Summerfest, fresh air, beautiful people. I saw a Dennis Rodman Bulls jersey, always weird sports gear at Summerfest. It's always, you know, there's always weirdness in the air. But I'm mad about what happened on the pitch last night, knowing that I don't know anything about soccer. Knowing that, but I do know that I like the United States of America. Like, I like the 4th of July. I like my country. I appreciate the freedoms I have. I know our country isn't perfect, but no country could be perfect. There's no such thing as perfection. We're living, you know, we've got a lot of challenges, and we've got a pretty good thing going as well. With that said, the fact that Balogun is out, total garbage. Total,
man.
Absolute garbage.
Again, now is it becoming more of an American story of the underdog too, though, Tim? Mitch. Sorry.
Yeah.
Like where you're sitting, okay. when you're thinking of like, oh, now count them out, but they get to go up against Belgium without their best player, maybe to this point, and it makes it even more rewarding when Freebird plays at the end of the game.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. You know what? You're not wrong, Tommy.
It's a good angle, at
right.
least, with it. I am upset. I would rather see Balogun play. And I will say that I have paid a lot more attention to this World Cup than I thought I was going to.
Okay.
I've watched neutral games, and I've gotten pretty lucky with being able to watch Germany and Paraguay pretty much live, and that was a great game. And I was watching, was it Belgium, Senegal yesterday? Is that what that was?
Crazy game.
That was
as
nuts.
Americans, I think we were rooting for Senegal because I think Belgium was a slight favorite there.
Yeah.
So
and Belgium
and
Senegal had the lead 2-0 with 10 minutes left in the game, and they blew it. They found a way to blow it on penalties. But I do think that this USA suspension, red card, whatever, it does hurt. It does hurt, and especially for wanting to, as a casual, being able to say, oh, that guy's cool. He's fun to watch. Watch him on the field. The soccer, I know you're trying to follow the ball, but you also want the innate, follow the best player as it's going too.
Thank you.
And Balogun not being out there definitely stinks. I would rather see the U.S. men's national team have their best players and lose, as opposed to their worst guys in a falling fashion to Belgium. Now,
Tommy, I will say you just flipped it in a way that I think is brilliant. If the U.S. can really turn this into, we got a Denver Nugget Allen Iverson jersey, by the way. All right, you don't see that every day. I love Summerfest for the jerseys. If they can flip this into an underdog story, and right now, if you look at the odds, and they're playing Monday night, 7:00 in Seattle, it is basically an even matchup. Even with I assume it's live odds. With Balogun out, it is being viewed as a live issue, as a live game. And so I think the U.S. needs to figure out a way to say, not just underdog, Tommy, but the world is against us. It is the 4th of July weekend.
Oh.
And England, you're working on Saturday because you lost the war, you suckers. But the rest of the world, you're against us on the pitch. You're against us in the soccer world. FIFA is a bunch of degenerate cheaters. That's all you are at FIFA. You've been for years cheating the system and lining your own pockets with millions of dollars of the hard-working people of Earth. Well, it's time as Earthians, as humans. What are we from Earth? Are we Terrans? That's like what Peter Quill is. He's Terran.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what that is.
As Earth inhabitants, as Americans who are outsiders to the soccer world, it is time for us to embrace the underdog fully. It is time to embrace the big bad demon that is FIFA. And it is time for us to fight back. And Belgium, as our friend Bill Goldberg would say, you're next. Oh man, can I drop the mic? Can I be done? Can we just go to Wisconsin Sports Daily now?
Right after that, we're gonna talk soccer for 2 more hours.
No, I need to drop the mic on talking soccer. I don't think I can do any better. I think I just did. Is Miz just gonna strike out everybody today? By the way, wondering.
Is what?
Is Miz just gonna strike everyone out today?
He could.
Yeah, that wouldn't be bad. Oh man, let's go! USA! 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 USA!
Is it working out there?
It is working out here. It is. I mean, the tens and tens of people here at Summerfest are really getting into it. Although a couple of Little Rumbles buddies are here, so they may have just caught me on video. So there might be some incriminating evidence in the future.
All right.
But that's all right. That's okay. I'm okay with that.
Take a break and give him some stuff for it.
Exactly. FIFA is the devil. The United States is the underdog. Jacob Mizorowski is the greatest of all time. From Summerfest, this is the Mason Crosby Show with Mitch Thunder Nellis and Tommy All Day Wirtz. This is the Mason Crosby Show. Mitch Nellis, a.k.a. Thunder, here with you live from Summerfest with Tommy Wirtz back at the Wisconsin Sports Radio Network studios, powered by the Potawatomi Sportsbook. What is going on? Let's go. Hey, how are you? Yeah. All right. Man, you know what? It is a beautiful, beautiful Thursday here. It is what? They're down 1-0, but it's just 1-0. We're all good, and we're keeping our eye on the game. Absolutely. Yep, Joe from Stoughton is in the house, Tommy.
Stoughton Joe.
Yep, Big Joe. That's right.
Is Stoughton like Madison?
Stoughton's right by Madison. Yep,
Okay,
by Madison.
All right,
yep, exactly.
I thought it was. I thought I remember that from my time up there, but I feel like I don't always remember. I think I lost you there, Mitch. Great. All right. Well, I'll get us here going at the end of the show. We're monitoring the Brewers and the Reds. I know that I can't hear you, Mitch. No, I cannot. So, hey, what I could do, I'll close this up here. It's all right. We're gonna see if we can get Mitch Thunder Nellis back at some point here today. We were talking about U.S. men's national team, Brewers game, obviously going on right now as well. I'll let you know when we get Mitch Nellis back from Summerfest. 1-0 here as Jacob Mizorowski pitching in the top part of the third to the Cincinnati Reds. And today, the Potawatomi Sportsbook post-game show will be immediately after Mitch Nellis and the crew at Summerfest get done with Wisconsin Sports Daily. Aaron Morse going to fill in for Charlie Usen, so no Steve Sparky Pfeiffer, no Charlie Usen on that show. To be Mitch and Aaron for a couple of hours there. Brewers right now, the second best record in Major League Baseball to this point. They are still trailing the Los Angeles Dodgers, and a big conversation of what they need to do to propel them past that number of the Los Angeles Dodgers here. I think that trades will happen. I think we will get to that point in which will the Milwaukee Brewers be a part of any trade conversations of sort. Right now, what I believe will happen is that they'll get some sort of bullpen arm. They will have someone be a part of that trade package to get a Shelby Miller-esque move, to get some sort of back end of the bullpen guy. If they could move Trevor McGill into the ninth role completely, as well as maybe Abner Uribe stay at the eighth. They don't have to rely on an Aaron Ashby during that time on each and every one of those appearances that he's made so far. That's what I believe will happen with Brewers baseball to this point. We got a call coming in here on the Nick Law fan talk and text line. Looks like they just dropped off during that as well, of course. Great little ending here to make sure that the total system could go completely sideways during this point. Aaron Morse is in studio here. We'll bring Aaron in to have us go. Aaron, how confident are you that the Milwaukee Brewers will be active in trade conversations during the deadline?
Pretty confident. I think they will be. They never have not been.
What's your wish list for the Brewers?
Long. My wish list is long.
Really? You think that pitcher, many? You think, dude, their starting pitching has been unreal during this entire time.
Need a reliever, at least one reliever, and you need a bat. That's better than what you have at third base now. And I think somebody that maybe somehow you have to figure out a bat somewhere in the lineup, because I don't know if they can fully trust whoever is at third base or the guy in right field today. I don't know are you going to be able to fully trust that they are going to be able to hit at a normal level come a playoff series, or the guy who currently DHs for the team, I guess only half the time now. I mean, is he going to be able to perform in a playoff series? Like, are you going to be able to trust him? Guys that over the years haven't necessarily performed as well in the postseason.
Let's go down the trust list of postseason for you here. All right. Jackson Chourio is probably the highest on this list, right? He's the guy who's performed this entire time during the post game. He's the all-time leader in home runs now to this point, still under control for quite some time. and has been a beast this entire stretch. I think second on that list, it's someone between Terang, Vaughn, and Bowers, right? Based on what they've done to perform in the postseason already.
Yep, I would put those four are definitely trustworthy, and I'd throw Contreras in there. I feel I can trust those 5 guys to do their job.
What about Garrett Mitchell? He had a big homer last year, wasn't it? Or
was it last
2 years ago?
2 years ago.
2 years ago in the postseason. Yep. Yeah.
Two.
And now the starting pitching side, Miz, Harrison, Woodruff, if he's healthy.
I'm curious, like, do we fully trust Kyle Harrison?
I think I'm there to trust Kyle Harrison. He's got one bad start this whole year.
I agree, but
numbers.
But also he's only had this half of the season that he's been good in his career. So, like, do we fully trust him?
I'm ready to.
Okay.
I mean, at least, do you trust him more this year than you trusted Quinn Priester last year?
Probably,
yeah, right? Yeah, I think that's a fair statement. Yep. And Priester got a start. So I know.
Yeah, I'm just kind of throwing out there. Are we certain? We're good on him. We're good. I'm good on Brandon Woodruff. I don't have any worries about Brandon Woodruff.
What about Logan Henderson?
He's never had to do it before.
Yeah.
He's never had to do it before.
Either, yeah. Miz didn't get a start last year either.
I thought he did.
No, he got a win. He got a couple of wins. Came in relief, but he didn't get a start.
Extended relief. He had the Ashby opener on him.
I think that what this Brewers team needs to do is lock down the pen a little bit more. And really, the starting pitching, I think, is going to figure itself out. They're the best starting pitching ERA in Major League Baseball. They have the best starter in the game, too.
If you don't go starting pitching, then you have to get multiple bullpen arms.
How big in the farm are you? How much do you know about some of these big name guys that are coming around?
In the Brewers farm system for pitching?
Well, they don't have any pitching, really.
I was going to say that there's nobody left. They're calling everybody up.
I'm talking about if they're going to sell the farm.
Trade for them. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, I gotcha. Yeah, I think I have a relatively decent knowledge of the Brewers system.
Well, who are some guys then? Because they're not giving up Madej. I would not want to see them lose out on a guy like Fisher. Adam Shevsky just cracked the top 100. I like him. If they give up a high-end pitcher arm in order to go out and get a Skubal or an Alcantara during this, it feels like those are the best available type players is starting pitchers during this stretch also. So that's probably why I think most people want to go out and get a starting pitcher for this. I don't see a whole lot of bats that jump out as far as who they would go out and bring in to make some sort of splash move of a trusted, proven major league player during that stretch.
I think Jet Williams could easily be a guy that they're willing to part with to improve the team this year.
I don't know how he makes it to the bigs. I mean, they've signed Cooper Pratt. They have
right, like he seems to be expendable at this point. Not that he's not going to be a good player at any point, but I just think that at some point they gotta condense, right? They have so much in their system. It's like not everyone can play if you keep everyone.
A reliever, a starter like Soriano or Ryan comes in from the 414. Joe Ryan, I've heard a lot of buzz around too during this. I think that if Joe Ryan comes in,
he's got another year on top of this as well, right? I believe
so. Yeah. I think you're going to pay a lot for a guy like Joe Ryan. I think that conversation is going to start with someone in that top 100 and then probably another bat around there as well for the time. And as Mitch Nellis says, oh, wow, that one was really close. Did he drop it? No, he got stuck in there. But regardless, Yelich just putting one to the wall during this. We're going to take a timeout, get you to the top part of the hour. Aaron Morse, hopefully Mitch Thunder Nellis back by then to get us all ready for the Wisconsin Sports Daily, which will be coming up immediately after this program here. I would like to say thank you guys for listening in to the leadoff show and to the Mason Crosby show today. Everyone have a very safe 4th weekend. Tomorrow programming, I believe we are going to have just some pregame and postgame coverage. So I'll be here, but no other programming going to happen on the 3rd here for the Wisconsin Sports Radio Network. It's going to be a happy, safe, fun holiday for everyone. Aaron, thank you so much. We'll talk to you in a little bit, man.
Sounds good.
From the Wisconsin Sports Radio Network studios, powered by the Potawatomi Sportsbook, Tommy Wirt's been here with you. Might be here with you on the other side, too. See if we can figure this out. It is the Mason Crosby Show. Have a very happy, safe 4th of July, everyone. Wisconsin Sports Radio Network studios, powered by the Potawatomi Sportsbook.
I was